Okay, so this is the Kodaslide Stereo Viewer 1 by Kodak. So this is from the 50s, 60s, back when those were relatively common. I mean, not super common, but they existed. Those are Kodak, no, not Kodak, realist format stereo slides. Those would have been taken by a stereo camera like the Realist or the Kodak and a few others. Yeah, so back in the day you would take your pictures with your stereo camera and then you would bring the roll to your favorite Photoshop. I mean, not the software, actual Photoshop. Or send it away and they would give you back the slides mounted like this. So then what you do is that you just insert the slide into the carrier right there. You would flick the switch on. There's the switch right there. A little trick that you can do is that if you are too lazy pressing the switch on and off all the time, you just press it and slide that lever here, and that would maintain the switch in the on position. On the other side, so you would have, okay, so you would turn on the switch that would light up the bulb inside, and then you would stick your nose in there, look through here. You have your two lenses, and you can change the distance between the lenses. So here it's going in, here it's going out, to adapt to your eyes. And the other control is this focusing knob that's gonna move the entire slide carrier. When you look inside, you would see the 3D scene. Pretty cool. Let's open this guy up, see what's inside. Of course, I did clean this thing and restore it to its former glory. So that's the top part. Of course, it's all Bakelite, the material of choice in the 50s and 60s. And this is the bottom part. So here is where you would put your batteries. So those are the big ones, the D size batteries. I know there was a converter that you could use instead of the batteries that would connect through here, through this hole to the mains, and it would you would push the thing into those two pins. So here is the reflector. So this, that white piece of plastic, you can remove it. This is the light bulb. So this is an E10 type light bulb, incandescent, old school. Very simple engineering. And the thing that always stops working correctly is the focusing. The focusing on this stereo viewer is very primitive. It's using friction. So I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you can see like you have the knob and you have an axle connected to the knob. And when you rotate the knob, the axle of course rotates, and by friction on that pad that's glued to the slide carrier, so by friction the slide carrier moves as you rotate the knob. So it moves like this by friction. So what happened is that this pad, the strip on the slide carrier, becomes. I mean, originally it's made of cork, and at some point it's just gonna kind of give up. If you leave that thing unused for too long, it's the axle of the knob is gonna create indentation on your cork strip. And also, after a while, the cork strip loses its grip. So when you rotate the knob, nothing is going to happen. The slide carrier is not going to move. So to me, it's a relatively easy fix. What I did, I just removed the old cork strip and replace it with a strip from that I cut from some gasket that I got from an engine. And that kind of works exactly like a cork strip. And what I also did is that I roughened up the axle. So I don't know if you can see, but I roughed it up so that it's not as smooth as it used to be. That's the way I did it. I'm not saying that's the perfect way of doing it, but I mean it seems logical to do it that way. Originally, that axle is as smooth as silk. I don't know. It doesn't grip very well. Anyway, that's what I did. It works, and it should last. Okay, let's put it back together. Okay, one more thing. Those lenses are single element and they are plastic. So not the greatest lenses you could have, but they work fine. Okay, so let's put it back together. What's neat about this one is that the screws, you cannot lose them. They stay connected to that bottom part. The clips, so that's nice. Okay, so when you turn it on, because that's what it looks like. But of course, to get the full effect, you would have to actually try it yourself. And it's it's very nice to use a viewer to view stereo slides. To me, that's the best way to view a stereo slide. Now, if you want, you can change the light bulb inside. So right now I'm using a incandescent light bulb, and it gives you that yellow tinge. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of yellowish. There's a yellowish, very yellowish warm tinge to it. If you don't like that, you can, and you like a colder bluish light, you can replace this light bulb with a LED light bulb. We can try that. I have one here, so let me change the light bulb and I'll be right back. Maybe I'll show the process. Okay, so let me remove the batteries. Let me remove that screen. Let me remove the old light bulb. That's the light bulb. It's an E10. This is your new, that's the LED version of it. Now, depending on the LED you buy, like I bought those on Amazon, pretty cheap, you may have to reverse the polarity of the batteries. In this case, I do have to reverse it. So when you press the switch, you get this. I mean, it's pretty bright. It's not super bright. It's pretty bright. And it's a very cold color. Let me put back that thing. Alright, let me put it back together. Okay, so let's see what it looks like now with that LED bulb. So as you can see, it's bluish instead of being yellowish. It's really a matter of preference. Well, I'm gonna stop here. In conclusion, the Kodaslide Stereo Viewer one, that's a pretty nice viewer. I personally prefer the red button, but this one is okay.